So, hi everybody, a very good morning. I'm Justin Kapani. Excuse me. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decor and Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor, interior solutions and stuff. I'm the founder and the CEO. Pardon my throat and my voice. I'm actually been under the weather and stuff. But my thought share is basically on something which is very close to my heart, and I feel it works big time. Firstly, I'm the founder and the CEO of I'm Decor Design. We are a firm which is based in Delhi NCR for now. We undertake projects and we make furniture, we make home and office accessories, small and big ones, and corporate gifting items for clients all over the world. Done quite a few projects and stuff, small and big and stuff. Have received awards and stuff. I'm also a spokesperson at various forums where I speak on causes and stuff. And um, most of the stuff that you see on my wall or on my social media page and in my catalogs and or what are on my business WhatsApp are designed and conceptualized by me, and these are inspired from various countries, I believe, because when I started, I had no clue that they were very similar to lots of stuff that you get abroad. But as I started conceptualizing, I started researching, and I think I visited more than, I think I spent more than 4 years researching and stuff to put together these products. What you see on the table of a lot of brands and firms and showrooms and stuff takes a lot of hard work behind the scene and stuff. So the point is that um, so these products are basically inspired from various material as well, and we have artisans working along with us. We've got designers also working with us, and of course there are vendors for stuff that we don't make and we don't specialize in. Lots of stuff apparently it seems is very similar to stuff you'd see in Germany, in France. I think there was this cutting which somebody sent me, which was Architectural Digest. I think some of the small accessories of trays and certain boxes and stuff have appeared, similar ones in Architectural Digest as well. So I had no clue. I mean, I'm elated and delighted to share that many of the products are internationally pretty out there compared to what we just do in India and stuff and all that. We have semi-precious stone item accessories as well, like lamps. We have mirrors. We have trays. We have cutlery. We have coasters. There are picture frames and stuff. There are chandeliers and there are interesting round tables and stuff. There are also dining tables and now chairs which can be done in stuff. And for people who are not looking to buy bigger stuff, we have smaller stuff like candle holders. We have um, somebody confused a piece of mine, this one, as an ashtray. I think I had gifted this to one of the excellencies, and his family thought it was an ashtray. So this is not an ashtray; it's actually a candle holder. Then there is stuff on which you serve. You have food which is served. You have dessert served. You have sushi served and stuff. So that's cutlery, and there are bookends also, there are clocks also, and the list goes on and stuff. And in customization, we could put in your name, we can put in your baby's name, we can put your partner's name. If you're having a brand, we can put in your logo, and we can kind of personalize it for you and stuff like that. There are also there are also stuff, there's also stuff in marble, and of course in wood and wicker and fabric and stuff. And like I said, I'm the brainwave behind it, and we are trying to kind of also get nature and environment as a part of it. But we take each day as it comes, because the market scene and the uh, scenario economically and politically keeps changing and stuff. So in a way, it does also affect our work and business and stuff and all that. But nevertheless, retail and design is something which is pretty personalized and professional. So lots of people come to us with their designs they pick up from social media, or from Pinterest and stuff like that. And those designs have been put together and finished, keeping the quality and the delivery dates in mind and stuff. So, what is a share all about? The share on a Monday morning is actually about tidying up and changing your day, the energy in your life and stuff. So let me give you an example. So lots of people you'd see do not participate or do not get thrilled too much by cleaning and stuff. It used to happen to me when I was younger, and I was like, why are we cleaning so much most of the time and stuff? And they say that a clean house is a sign of good energy and positivity and stuff, and where you have chaos or where you have negativity and stuff, there's usually less cleanliness, and people don't feel that great. So there is science to this, there's logic to this and stuff. And I'm not saying it because I'm working in the line of an interior design or an architectural category or whatever, but it is a science. It is feng shui. It is Chinese talk about it, Vastu Shastra talks about it and stuff. And if you were to get into deeper understanding of this, I'll share a few thoughts here which are inspired. I researched this from an international author. We both speak the same language. Tidying up can actually change up your life, and when you're physically cleaning up your workspace, you're actually making space for new stuff to happen. You're less anxious. There is more to look forward to. You're spending obviously your time and energy less on cleanliness and more on other important tasks which are important and have to be done either at work, either in personal life, either outside your house and stuff like that. Okay. So the author says, I've actually helped many people tidy up their workspaces, and I've realized that more than two-thirds of their stuff, which belonged on their tables, was in the category of no use and stuff. And there was a huge gap in what they really wanted to do in life, and what they held very closely to their heart and stuff like that. And when we kind of advised them and recommended them to remove those items, which some of them had emotional value with and stuff, they were much more happier and joyful, and they had new ideas and thoughts coming to them because they had a new facelift done to their spaces and stuff. So it's obvious. So where I'm sitting right now, I think I have more than 50 books lying here, and I have included my own designs here. I've got my own stuff here, and many a times when I'm not feeling that kicked and I'm not feeling that great, I have shared this before. I'll pick up a magazine. Here is one. I'll pick up a magazine and I'll read a few lines, or read a few lines, look at certain personalities and their works and stuff, or I'll take a look at some stuff on my table and I will start, kind of extending the design from my immediate environment to the larger category and stuff. So the authors are saying that people are convinced that it takes a lot of time to tidy up and stuff, and that's a common notion. But you have to realize this, that as you clean once a week, twice a week, it becomes a good habit, and there is a big difference between imagining what tidying can be like and what actually it is about doing and stuff. So it would be a waste to read a book and not try it. Similarly, it would be a waste of time to be on a table and to be in an office space or be in a personal space and not understand the true value of tidying up and stuff. So what is true value? Value is different for everybody, and the author saying that far more than feeling fantastic about your nice clean desk or seeing your work efficiency improve, it also helps you discover your own self, because when you face each item you possess one by one, you actually ask yourself which one will evoke or generate a feeling of joy, and will contribute to your joyful nature, and which is it that truly makes you happy. And once you finish of tidying up, your mindset and your behavior and your choices for sure are going to be charged up. And as a result of this, your daily life and your work life undergoes a dramatic transformation. And it's true, I've also seen this. I mean, I've shared my example, but I know for sure that people who are engaged in cleaning up and tidying up, it's not an obsessive activity, but they are generally balanced in their approach and stuff.